On December 6, 1977, a national labor strike of coal miners had begun in the United States. The Miners Support Committee had started a miners' free clinic in southern West Virginia for the coal miners and their families. All of the staff were volunteers trying to help the coal miners, including Karen Malloy, whose husband was participating in the strike.
When the miners went out on strike, they lost their medical card, which means they couldn't see a doctor or get their medication without paying cash. And there were many members of the community that knew that they had to support the miners in this most important part of the strike. And so we organized the Miners Free Clinic. There were over 80 medical professionals who volunteered, including physicians, RNs, technicians, nurse midwives, mental health professionals, and in fact, the many parts of the medical community really rallied. We raised over $7,500, which in nowadays would be about $36,000 from people all over the country giving small amounts, and then many other local unions like the steel workers and rubber workers here in Ohio that gave money for the Miners Free Clinic. And we were able to give greater than $4,000 in back medical expenses so that the miners wouldn't go further in debt. The clinic saw more than 1,000 patients during the time that it was open, and we know that it kept many families from going into debt and kept many of the families healthy.
I think the clinic helped in two ways. First, it provided medical care to people who were sick or injured, and that was a positive thing. It helped pay prescriptions for people, and it helped cover some of the back medical bills that people had. Secondly, and just as important, it gave encouragement to the miners, knowing that 80 people were volunteering their time and hundreds of people donating money in support of the miners' strike. So it gave them encouragement, gave them heart to continue on that fight. The strike ended after 110 days. By the time we got to the third contract proposal, people were starting to get wore out, reached the end of their tether, I guess you could say. People went over 3 months without a paycheck. I think the rank and file were tired. Their debts were piling up in terms of their normal living expenses. I think they felt this was the best deal we're going to get. Let's take it, and we'll fight again in another day.